So you may be wondering, Esvin, why didn't you make this video sooner? Didn't you say you'd do it after either the NLDS or NLCS? Well, you see, I thought I already did this, but then I find out that I did it last. It was last year's and not this year's. So yeah, I'm now regretting that mistake. Anyway, sorry about that. Hello, you viewers, sadistic ones that want to watch the Cubs content. This year was another wash year where we watched the team be there 6 years. 6 years. What have we gotten? Mid, Mickey Mouse playoff, bad, mid, and mid. Last year we actually were ahead. Second place, 9 games behind. This year, 10 games behind. Third place. I mean, it's basically a tie. I honestly didn't have that high of feelings for last year. I mean, like, I expected maybe a little bit of an improvement, but a 9-win improvement is pretty good. It's pretty good. So we should expect maybe like a wild card, maybe pushing for the, top of the NL Central. No, that's not going to happen, my good sir. You're going to be stuck with the same season. Now, why? I mean, we added all this talent. We got Michael Bush as a great surprise. Cody Bellinger comes back and plays God. So why did we end up in the exact same position? This time behind the Cardinals. Well, that's kind of a long story, but in the end, it was because we had a shit May and June, and our 18-8 August just wasn't enough because we midded the crap out of September, and that was that. Did you know in July we had a 13-12 record, and we had a under 500 home record? Yeah, no. Our home record was okay, but our road record needed to be more, which is a shame. But we were eliminated game 155 against the Nationals with a loss, 1-5 to go down. 1-5 to the 71-91 Washington Nationals. Yeah. Well, let me think. No. Just no. Like, I expected better from this team. I expected better from maybe some of the guys that we signed. I expected better from the guys that were supposed to be developing in here. And I didn't expect much from the prospects because, contrary to popular belief, I don't know if the farm system could have actually pushed this team to the playoffs. What could is actually paying players and getting them at pretty high prices, I might add. If we have to give Soto $1 billion to come play in fucking Chicago, whatever, I don't care. Give him the money. He'll go away from the Yankees if he is given that much money. That's more than what Ohtani makes, and he's probably not as good as Ohtani, but we missed out on Ohtani because we're the Cubs. Well, we already got our own Japanese. We got 2 of them. They basically make one Ohtani, right? Suzuki and Yamanaga, they make one. Sorry. I'm still kind of just a little mad, but I can't really be too mad. But yeah. I was gonna say, when you're ranking about 7th in hits and 7th in runs and 11th in hits in the NL, and then like 11th in home runs, there's got to be something wrong here. Like, we had 3 dudes with 20 or more home runs. We had Ian Happ, who led the team and got 3.9 WAR off of it. He is 30. He's getting a little old, and he's slightly going up, but we won't really know if that's a good trajectory from now on. Paradis, which I refuse to actually say his name correctly because I suck, isn't even getting on the team as much. He is losing games to Christopher Morel because this guy cannot field. Like, this dude had 3 errors in 1 game, and yet he still gets a 2.7 WAR out of it, but it's fine. It's fine. It's mostly because he played games for the Rays, which I guess makes sense why he played. But Morel still technically had more games than him, but that's just because traded for. But he still, he still was performing below expected. Still was performing. So ignore the fact that I said that Morel was starting games over. He probably wasn't. But it wasn't what I was thinking it could be. Like, yeah, he does a job, but I feel like I wanted more, and especially with his fielding. Like, his fielding is no. Like, how many errors did this man get? Let's see. He committed 2 errors. Okay, no, that's that. So he committed 9 errors for the Cubs in 50 games. In 50 games, he committed 9 errors. 50 games, 9 errors. How do you commit that much? And he's only had 31 total errors in his career. So, what the heck? Like, does that say something about our coaching? Like, that just, yeah, that isn't great. Like PCA, it was pretty good. I mean, he filled the center field position when Cody Bellinger wanted to be a DH. So, we always have a backup plan if Cody Bellinger somehow goes to another team for more money than what he would got. He's not making more than what he's getting. I'm just going to be honest with you here. No one wants to pay 20, whatever much you're asking for a 111 OPS player. I'm just going to say here, old man Ian Happ has a better OPS than you. And also hit 8 more home runs than you. And had 8 more RBIs than you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There isn't. Whatever, they aren't going to hear, but. Just saying. I'm just saying Cody Bellinger. I'm just saying. And the guy. When Ian Happ is outproducing you. It's like. Okay, so the average age of our team is in the mid-20s. Which, I mean, you could say is average. I mean, that makes sense for, a team to be like that, in their average of mid-20s. But I feel like we just need 1 or 2 star players off of free agency. And we probably will win 90 to 95 games with this team. I'm just saying, that is what we would need, and we could have had. But no. We got like half of a star player, Michael Bush. I mean, his stats are off the charts in my opinion. Like 118 OPS for two guys in the lower minor league system. Like, fuck yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take a 248 batting average for that. Like, let's go. But still, it just, yeah. Oh, and by the way, the winner for most abused award I just made up, Nico Horner. In 151 games, in 641 plate appearances, he got dinged 12 times by a hit by pitch. Second place was 103 game Morel, which probably was more impressive. Like, if we're taking, like, games... Wait, 8/103 is, like, 7.7% of plate appearances. And then 12 divided by 151 is about 0.7. Okay, so Horner still wins based off of, that. But that's still... It's games. It's games. 7.7% games he had a hit by pitch. But I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna point out the obvious here. You go 3-3 against the Yanks and the Dodgers. Okay, you go 3-3 against the Yanks and Dodgers. That's cool. That's really cool. So now you go play 7 games against the Rockies and the Athletics. And you win two of those 7 games. That's what really cost us the playoffs here. It didn't matter that we won 3 or 4 against the Nationals. We were unbelievably cooked by that point. But it gets worse when you look at May. Because May, we go from doing pretty well against the Brewers. I mean, we won the series against the Brewers to getting cooked by the Pirates and the Braves and the Cardinals because rain and the Brewers, and that is a lot of red. Jesus, that's a lot of red. 5-game losing streak followed by 3, and then a little bit of green into June. And yeah, I'm sorry for not showing you this, but I just can't. Like, the offense was a bit of a problem. The offense was a bit of a problem at this point. Even when the offense showed up, the pitching was then pitched by. We're not going to talk about it. Let's be honest here. Neris somehow got an 8-4 record. How we got any trade value for him, I have no idea. Thanks, team. Yeah, thanks Astros for trading. What the fuck did you trade us for? No, we just cut him. Right? Yeah, we cut him. I think. Right? Yeah. That was not a good sign for him because they blew it in the end. Yeah. An 18-8 August can't save you if you just shit it early in the season, which is unfortunate, but you should be doing it when you're playing against the before friend Tigers, the Blue Jays, Marlins, and Pirates in the early part of the Nationals. Oh, wait, no, that was a 3-game sweep against the Nationals. Like, sure, go ahead. Become one of the hottest teams. Prove to me that you can actually make the playoffs. Nope, can't do that. Become mid and watch as the Dodgers decide to win games finally. Yay. That's my bad. Like, cool. I love baseball. Baseball is a really great sport. And I do genuinely believe that, but But this, it's nothing good here. Nothing good. Nothing good here. Especially when we have all this money. And when Jed is pulling this stuff out. Like, you won 2 World Series with the Red Sox. You broke the Red Sox's and the Cubs' streak of failure. And now you're putting this stuff out. Just... And then, the final press conference was something of a significant gap between the Brewers and the Cubs. Oh, no shit, bro. No shit? Yeah, of course. Of course, but make or break here for Jed Hoyer. No. And I honestly don't even know if Craig Counsell is at fault for anything. Like, I'm sure he's at fault for some of this stuff, but I will say he is an upgrade over David Ross. And it honestly was kind of sad to see David Ross get pushed out like that. I mean, I'm super happy because we got Craig Counsell, but it also didn't push down the Brewers like I thought it would. Which is still depressing. It's still depressing to me because they could have gone better. They could have gone better, but no. That's no. Just no. It's whatever. You know what? Fine. I can't really say much other than that the season was a disappointment, and I know it's kind of 17 minutes into this rant, but there need to be more. There need to be more coming from this team, and when you have to compete with the likes of the Padres, the Braves, the Mets, and the Diamondbacks for playoff spots, and you can't even get within 5 games of doing so. Like, Lowell Mets was reigning supreme by... with a 22-33 start. A 22-33 start. Now, I'm just going to tell you here, I'm pretty sure we had a little bit better of a... Yeah, no, we had a 20... When we reached 22 wins, that was when we were 22-15. They made the playoffs. We did not. We did not make the playoffs. I guess that's what happens when you have a critical meeting. Lol Grimace? Yeah. Yep. Maybe making the Yankees bench coach your manager is actually a really great idea. No, instead we just go steal from Brewers, which I don't get how the Brewers fans are hating so much on him. Like, bro, he gave you so much success. And it's clear now that it's not his problem that you guys choke every year in the playoffs. It's a franchise problem. It's a franchise problem. You know who that same team is? The Cowboys. But they're not as, bad as Cowboys fans. I'll say they're better than Cowboys fans to deal with. It's fine, right? We're doing so fine. This organization definitely doesn't have like $1 billion that it could spend. No. Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer are being wasted on this team, and I am sad. Like, okay, Tom Ricketts, your net worth in 2018 was $2.3 billion, and I assume that has grown a lot. Like a lot. Also, wait, what do you mean that Pete Ricketts is his brother? They don't look the same age. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. 64. 60. No, it's Joe Ricketts. It's Joe Ricketts. Yeah. Yeah, it's Joe Ricketts that owns it. Like, a dude, you're 83 years old and you've seen one World Series. One World Series victory. And, that's better than most of the previous owners of the Cubs, but the amount of money they can throw into this organization, like founding TD Ameritrade, and we're not gonna talk about. Yeah, it is now acquired by Charles Schwab, but you have all that money, and you're making a decent amount of money for that. Why are we now getting complacent? Why are we now getting complacent on this with this team? Like, we don't need to be complacent. We need to to try and win and let the youngins develop in the minor leagues. And then if they really are ready, put them in the major leagues. Do not rush it. Do not rush them to the major leagues. That is not a good idea. Let them develop a little more in the minor leagues. Let the team have at least some sort of success before throwing them in the fire. Just a little bit more success than this season. Just a little bit more. Anyway, if you're somehow listening this far, thanks for listening to my rant. But I have big news. Big news I'd love to share. I fixed OBS. If you're wondering why maybe the video looks a little, I don't know if it could be better or worse, it's because I finally fixed my CPU usage problem. I apparently had the resolution what did I do? I apparently had the resolution a little too high, so I went from having 30% CPU usage to 5. This is actually the second time we're recording this video, but it's great. I don't know. Setting, yeah. It used to be a thanks. It used to be a what was it? Yeah, 19 by 20. But now I've outputted it to a less ratio, so if the video kind of looks awkward, then I'm sorry. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys tomorrow for either pain or the glorious day I've ever had. Yeah, goodbye.